Hi everyone, in this quick video tutorial I'd like to show you the new procedural nature generator plugin that it's out now in the Unreal Engine 4 marketplace. And well, it's very similar to the procedural terrain generator plugin, but in this case basically the nature is generated over a landscape actor that you previously have created. I have my, well, crappy landscape actor created here with some mountains and things. And well, the first thing you have to do to activate the plugin is obviously go into the plugins window that you can see if you go through edit plugins. And then in code plugins you have to enable this, restart the editor, and you should now see here all the procedural nature generator content. Maybe you should have to go here to view options and check show plugin content to see it. And once you have it here, the first thing you will see is the PNG manager, that it's the main actor of this plugin, and it will handle all the nature generation over the landscape. Well, this is very easy to configure. I hope you find it easy too. The first thing is setting the landscape. I have my manager configured here, but I will show you all the I will explain to you all the options it have. So it starts with the nature elements. That it's the first subcategory here. All the things are all the stuff it's below PNG settings. And well, this lowest landscape height and highest landscape height, it's auto generated when you create for the first time the terrain, pressing here, and it's visible only for the debug purposes. Then you have the nature elements, that it's an array of structures where you can configure different nature elements to place in the terrain. For example, here in the first registry I have the trees. I have 3 different trees that are from the Soul Cave and I think the Infinity Blade Grasslands assets. And well, the first thing is the call distance, that it's the distance at which each generated instance fades out. So you will see later when we generate the elements. Then you have the meshes that the plugin will pick randomly when placing these assets. Then the range of meshes to spawn, it will pick a random number between 100 and 500 here. The random scale range, the rotation type, that it's basically you have 3 types. The landscape rotation, that is good for trees. Then you have the surface normal, that is good for grass, you will see later. And the random rotation, that is good for stones or another stuff. Here I have configured a very simple manager with only these trees, some rocks and grass, and that's all. But you can expand it with all the assets you want. So we keep going with the seed, that it's the seed used for all the random operations and this generation. Then here comes the modifiers. There are basically 2 shapes that I have here. There is a box and there is a sphere. And well, you place them wherever you want in the landscape, and you set it here in this array, all the modifiers you want, and then the generation will avoid those places in the terrain. But you can also, if you want, disable this, and you will have the inverted result. The elements will be placed only inside the modifiers. This is very cool because you can create places where you don't want any nature or some specific assets that you don't want in this place to create, I don't know, buildings or something special in your games. So this is very, very useful stuff when creating procedural landscapes. Then another interesting thing is the height percentage range to locate the elements, because you can tell the plugin that you only have this, you only want these assets to be between the 0 and the 20% of the terrain. This will place this will not place any tree above that percentage of the height of the terrain. This is cool because you can create different configurations to set like biomas or something like that. Maybe you don't want trees in the top of the mountains and so on. And then you can get the inverted result. You can get only trees between outside this range. This is from 20% to 100%. So well, we have here another registry for the rocks with random rotation, and then another one with grass and surface normal. And well, you can set some actors here too if you want. These are the difference between nature elements and actors are basically that the elements are generated inside hierarchical instances static meshes components. So this is very efficient for draw calls and everything on GPU. The actors, spawn actors, is always it's not cheap, and if you have many actors in the level, it's very heavy for the loading phase and everything. But well, if you want, you can set this as well as the nature elements, and place some actors procedurally generated too in the terrain. And then you have some debug messages and the time these messages will be on screen. And the final part is the PNG actions, where you have all the buttons to generate the things and the stuff. Basically, the one you will need is the generate ones. To generate, you can generate only actors, only elements, and everything. So, as you can see, if I press here, as I have this set with the randomized element seeds, every time I hit the generate elements, the seeds will randomize and create a different distribution for the elements. But you can disable this, save your seeds, and it always will generate the same. Well, in this case, as you can see, it have quickly generated, let's see, almost 6,000 elements. And if I press G, you can see that it's very cool with some little assets. As you can see, the trees are not between in the mountains, because as you can remember, we set the height range between 0 and 20%. But if we set this to get the inverted result, you can see that the trees are only in between 20% and 100% of the terrain. You can see also the modifiers here. I have set all the modifiers in the tree, I think in the tree nature elements. So the plugin is avoiding these places for placing the grass and the stones, not for the trees, because I think, yeah, for the trees I only have the sphere modifier. We will try this option that will generate the trees only inside this modifier. So you can see, yes, as you can see, the modifiers are only placed here. It's a little bit crappy. You normally don't want this, but well, you have the option to get crazy if you want. And well, I think that's all. You can clear the actors, the elements, or everything if you want to clean your landscape. And it's very useful when you have millions of assets generated and you want to set something here, because the manager gets too heavy with so many assets. I will show you. I think I will show you. Oh, no, okay, that's all. That's everything for now. I hope you enjoy this plugin and this tutorial, and you can ask me everything you want. I will write in the description my email, so you can ask me anything, and the link to the plugin in the Unreal Engine 4 marketplace. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy this plugin. Bye bye.